Hey everybody, you guys getting sick and tired of this quarantining and self-distancing and all these different things that we're supposed to do, being careful? I know it's important that we're careful, but forget what, I'm starting to can't even remember what day it is. Sometimes it feels like a holiday if you do go out in the road, there's nobody else out there. So today I thought I would be Edmund from the story of Narnia. If you remember The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Remember when Edmund goes to Narnia, goes through the closet, comes out with his warm fur coat on, and he's in this different world, Narnia, where it's winter constantly. Why? Because the queen, who's in charge of Narnia, only wants it to be winter. It's kind of evil, over and over. I like winter, but today was kind of an anomaly in April to have winter again. Just reminded me of the joyless place that Narnia was. If you remember, any of the animals that went against the queen became stone, right? And Edmund chose to follow her. He wanted something different. He was tired of his life back in the other world with his brother and sisters, but he wanted something different. In the long run, Edmund didn't choose joy. He chose something a little more sinister. Max Lucado wrote a study called Life Lessons from Philippians. Let me read some to you. Come with me back in history a couple of thousand years. We're headed for the city of Rome, that thrilling metropolis of gladiators, chariots, and empires. But we won't stop at the Colosseum or the palace. We'll travel, rather, to a drab little room surrounded by high walls. We'll imagine we can peek into the room. There, we'll see a man seated on the floor. He's an older fellow, balding, with shoulders stooped. Chains encircle his hands and feet, and chained to him is a burly Roman guard. This is the Apostle Paul, the tireless church planter who has traveled all over the world, the preacher who has liberated people in every port. The servant of God, bound only by the will of God, is now in chains, attached to a Roman officer. Surely this is a fellow who has every reason to be in a slump. He is restricted by walls and is in chains. He is afflicted by those who want to stir up trouble. He is conflicted by the dangers he is facing. For me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. Look closely. He appears to be writing a letter. No doubt it is a complaint letter to God. No doubt it is a list of grievances. No doubt he is writing the New Testament version of Lamentations. After all, he has every reason to be bitter and to complain. But Paul isn't writing such a letter, and he doesn't complain. Instead, he writes a letter that 2,000 years later is still known as a treatise of contentment. Sound interesting? Of course it does. Think of Edmund, giving up his world to go to a place where it's always winter. Think of Paul, chained to a Roman soldier, but choosing joy. What would you choose? Follow us as we start a new study on the book of Philippians. Ooh, what do you got there? Turkish delight.